everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of World of Horror. And today, I am marveling at something that I think we all take for granted just a little bit, and that is the modern wonders of, the modern convenient wonders. It really is crazy that I can, listen, there's a reason why it's so fast. And there's not a good reason for it. But I mean, just from, a perspective of... Can you imagine... thinking to yourself, I need household cleaning supplies. And then going into an online shopping store that has, this massive distribution center and drivers who will, deliver things post office people, and then you can order it, and then the next day it will just arrive at your doorstep magically. That's kind of insane. Now, the drivers and the warehouse workers, I think sometimes I think they're both, right? You have to get the things and in the warehouse and then put them in boxes and then load them up in the truck and then deliver them. I don't know, I remember I watched a documentary or a news thing about it a while ago. Now obviously they should be paid much better than they already are, and if it means that they can go to the bathroom, then, maybe instead of getting here on the day of or the next day, maybe it should get here in a couple of days. But it really is remarkable. And if you order anything that has, that Prime labeling, you could get it the day of? Obviously, it has some too good to be truisms with it. Who are we gonna play? I wanna play Aiko. I'm just feeling an Aiko run right now, I'm sorry. I don't know how recently we've played Aiko, but I'm feeling an Aiko run. But it does have some too good to be truisms with it, because it's sometimes you'll do a day one order, and then it'll say, getting here at 10 p.m., and then it gets there at, tomorrow morning, and they just pretend that they delivered it at 10 p.m., but, that's still... if you're calling that inconvenient, that's still pretty convenient, you know? You know what I mean? These services... They're not magic, obviously, because they're fueled by the human misery machine, the human grinder. Let's do, the Shattered Court. Talking about human misery, being loaded up onto, a kingdom in the clouds, and being forced to perform in the court as a jester until the end of time. Yeah, that sounds like the human misery machine. But if there was a way to do it in a way that was, I don't know, ethical, it really would be a miracle, right? It would really be crazy. Because it truly is something that you can't, it's just normal, right? It's just everybody is okay, yeah, I need something. I can order it off Amazon. I can order it off Amazon for $10. It'll be here tomorrow, or it'll be here today. Is kind of crazy, right? That's just normal now. That's just something that a lot of people just completely are just accept as oh yeah, I press a button on my... And Amazon used to sell buttons, by the way. There was a thing that they had where there was, a button that was hooked up to your Amazon account, and you would press it, and then it would automatically order, whatever that button was for, right? Does anybody remember that, the Amazon buttons? It literally, in some cases, the press of a button, or if you have your home assistant tied to it, you can just speak to it, say, hey, order this, or order that, or buy this. I'm not actually going to say the command, because, you could have somebody listening to this on a speaker, and then they actually have that home assistant, obviously. But, it really is crazy, right? How... It's nuts. Everything has been going and trending to the more convenient. We're chasing convenience as a thing that we're really going after. And it's kind of like, it's kind of crazy because everybody gets hooked on that convenience, you know? Like, it seems like when you're so used to how fast Amazon does everything, you go to buy something from a place that's not Amazon and you're like, wow, it'll be here in 6 to 7 days? And not on the weekends? Wow. That's crazy. Household help, frightening flood, thaumaturgy teacher. I mean, I think we just do thaumaturgy teacher, right? Oh, I forgot the money. But, like, I just, every time, like, I always, like, listen. Me, specifically, as a single individual, am not going to, like, you know... I see how often the Amazon truck comes into this apartment complex. Me, specifically, I'm not really gonna, you know, stop the employees from being overworked by my orders or by my ordering habits, okay? So the best that I can do is do the Amazon Day thing. Less shipping, less boxes. But the thing about that is that that is actually something that I think not a lot of people use. I don't think people use that as like a feature because it doesn't really work properly. Because I always try to, whenever I do a big order, I always try to select it. You know, whenever I'm buying like a cleaning spray, some trash bags, some toilet paper, some paper towels, you know, just like some antibacterial wipes, just like household essentials that you want to have on hand. Whenever I'm doing something like that, I always try to like pick the Amazon Day bundle, right? But the thing is, it doesn't really work because it's still multiple deliveries in multiple different times and multiple different boxes. It's just all on the same day. And sometimes it's on a different truck, which is crazy, right? Like, I think that if, like, because the whole point is when you click on it, it says Amazon Day, delivery, fewer deliveries, fewer boxes, which sounds great, and it's usually like 3 to 4 days out from the Prime order, because the Prime order is like 1 to 2 days, which is insanely fast. But you look at that, and if you actually click that option, it only works on some items that I think would have been delivered together anyways. So, like, I did it on my recent order, and obviously I'm not going to say exactly what I ordered, because, you know, that would be a little... I don't want somebody to go through, like, the ordering history at a warehouse and be like, hey, wait a minute, this is the exact... And by somebody, I mean Kiwi. Kiwi breaks into the Amazon warehouse, gets on the computers, and it's all really easy because everybody's just rushing around, like, really, really fast, and they don't have time to stop and verify that Kiwi is an employee who's supposed to be there, so he just walks in, right? And, you know, he gets on the computer, he hacks into the mainframe, he's looking at all the stuff that people order, and he's like, well, Web already said that he uses Amazon Prime Day delivery. So then he sorts through all that, and then he's like, ah, yes, the exact order. Yu-Gi-Oh cards, antibacterial wipes, and freezer bags. We've got them. But, like, I ordered, like, a bunch of cleaning supplies because I bought a lot of them, like, I guess, like, 8 months ago, and just through, like, gradually cleaning, you know? Keeping things tidy the best you can. You just kind of run out of them, or you run low on them, and you're like, yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time to buy some cleaning supplies, just to make sure that I don't run out. And I picked because originally it was going to be, like, all over the place. It was going to be, like, some stuff is getting here at, like, 3 p.m., some stuff's getting here at 8 p.m., some stuff's getting here at 2 a.m., not 2 a.m., like 6 a.m., 8 a.m., and it's just like, I think I would rather just, I mean, it's Amazon Prime Day delivery. Fewer deliveries, fewer boxes, right? Right, guys? Right? Sure. Why not? I think we're gonna go ahead. I mean, does it even matter, though? Well, actually, we do have Recluse. We do have Recluse. So we can get rid of both of these. So sure, let's do it. I would 100% do it immediately if there's just one Fearful, but if it's two Fearfuls, then you have to have Recluse for it to be worth it. But, like, and all of them were Amazon Prime, by the way. So they were getting here in, like, today or tomorrow morning. But I really didn't want the scattershot deliveries. I just wanted to pick them up all at the same time, or get them all delivered at the same time, as it were. And so I picked that option, and it still delegated them all in separate orders. It's just that some of them are getting here early in the day, and some of them are getting here late in the day, and it's like, I don't mind waiting 4 days for all this stuff, but I just wish it was coming in the same box, you know? But it's all still separate orders. At least I got like a $3 audio credit. Catch me observing the smog. I don't know why, but I have Twitter open because I saw a very like what is it called? Therapeutic tweet? That's the wrong word, but it's like, I saw a very gratifying tweet that I was like, oh, hell yes, somebody else is experiencing what I'm experiencing in Final Fantasy XIV right now. And I left it, I left it open. And I just see on my other monitor behind OBS, I have 2 notifications. Which means that somebody liked a thing that I reposted. Or reposted something that I reposted. Because I don't do much interaction on Twitter outside of that, and it's been a while since I replied to somebody. So, it's distracting me, and I could just close the window, but then I would have to deny myself the dopamine of... I would have to deny myself the dopamine of social media. And so, you know, obviously I'm just gonna close the window and just get to it later because it's Twitter and it doesn't matter. But now I closed the window, the web page to reveal Discord, and people are DMing me. Oh no. Social interaction and online dopamine. I'm denying myself of both? What the hell? What the hell? Anyways, we're not gonna do a Final Fantasy XIV anecdote because my Final Fantasy XIV anecdote right now is, being insanely bitter and upset because I was getting trolled in Party Finder for 6 hours by people who have no idea what the hell they're doing, and a legend title, meaning that they've cleared an ultimate, which is one of the hardest fights in the game. A very funny legend title moment, where Homeboy repeatedly stood in the wrong spot for every clone Black Cat's crossing, pointing the thing directly at me, every single time, meaning that it killed me if I was standing in the correct position for me to stand, and so I would have to go to the I was a healer. I would have to go to the DPS inner cardinal bait spot for Black Cat's clone crossing so that I wouldn't die, and then I would have to bait the goddamn thing cardinally because they were dumb and they just couldn't do it, and we told them how to do it and they just didn't do it the whole time. We were progging for like an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. It was hard to tell because we had to like somebody like DC'd really early on, and for some reason they didn't come back in the instance, so we went out and then they were there and then we all went back in. Or something like that. No, we had to back out for some reason. Did somebody need to repair, or I don't remember what, but like we left like mid-instance and then we went back and it was like near the end of the instance, so it was probably like 2 hours. So I'm not gonna get into that any more than I already have, because it's just, I was being trolled. Web gets trolled, Tails gets trolled. And Legend, by the way, can't stand... There are boxes on the floor that line up perfectly with all the mechanics. Just stand on the box. Why are you standing in between both boxes? You're screwing me over and you're screwing the other DPS over. God damn it. Thank God there's no light party mechanic there, because then you would have, like, wiped the group every single time it was light parties. Anyways, and the worst part is that person, they talked in chat, like, at the very beginning, and then the chat, like, overwrote itself, so I couldn't even blacklist them, which was the really annoying part. Like, I took a screenshot, I'm gonna have to, like, go to their world every single time I'm online, and then just, like, input the blacklist command with their name to, like, hope that they're online so that I can blacklist them. Because the blacklist system in Final Fantasy XIV is the most useless dog shit imaginable. I don't even know how you could have an online game with, like, blacklisting components that are that bad. Like, what is wrong with you? Square Enix? Alright, I didn't really want to do it like this, but this is how we're gonna do it. This is not the best thing that we've ever done. No, skin removal is not what we're looking for. Madasu Touch is not what we're looking for. Protective carvings is good, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, that's good too, but, I mean, this is actually really good, I'll take that. But, what I'm looking for is some sort of spell that does damage. This works too. Oh, Seaside's doomed, okay. Who could it be? I mean... Sure. You know what? Yeah, let's just do it. Sanity was our lowest, and so we did take a risk and we immediately ate shit, but that's okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just in a... I don't want to think about Final Fantasy XIV right now. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood about it. I am in a bad mood about it. I think my new rule for Party Finder is go in until I make a mistake and then immediately leave if I make a mistake that wipes the party and it's a clear party. Because realistically speaking, the fight takes 10 minutes. I already know how to do it. I've already cleared it. I've already cleared it. I've already cleared the fight. I've already cleared the fight. I know what I'm doing, allegedly. And I played for 5 hours, 6 hours, with multiple different parties. And I never made a mistake that wiped any of the parties. I made mistakes that maybe got somebody killed. But I never made a mistake that wiped the party until at the very end of the play session. 5 hours, 6 hour play session, I made a mistake that wiped the party, and then I just immediately left because I am having that ego death where I need to accept the fact that everyone in Party Finder... Okay, this is gonna sound very egotistical, okay? I, in Party Finder, need to be the indomitable, solid foundation that never makes a mistake, and then I just hope that the dumbass idiots who I grouped with are capable of doing the mechanics that they say they're capable of doing, and that they're telling other people how to do the mechanics, and then I just have to hope to God that they can do the mechanics. Because I have been in so many parties. I'm gonna stop. No, I can't. I'm so upset about that night. The fight takes 10 minutes. I was in there for 6 hours, and I only made one mistake that wiped any of the groups once. I almost clicked check out the sculpture. That's how mad I was. You better believe it. But like, oh my god, I'm not. Nope. We're not going there. I recorded not all of it. I recorded most of it because I realized I'm doing it again. I'm finding ways to go into the Final Fantasy anecdotes, but I'm just gonna be toxic. I'm just gonna be more toxic. I'm just gonna get more toxic. You have no idea how much toxicity is how much venom is flowing through my veins. You have no idea. I'm so mad right now. Sister, I'm so mad right now, brother. You have no idea. I'm so pissed. It's a 10-minute fight and it's easy. And I've had people trying to lecture me how to do the fight, even though they're the ones who wiped us. And they've wiped us 6 times in a row. And they're telling me that I'm doing it wrong. Oh, listen, the one thing that I've learned, okay, if you're going into Party Finder, 0 to 1 chest clear parties, run. Because the only people in those parties are idiots who have no idea how to do the fight.
Well, we're terribly sorry. We've lost Emmerdale through some technical fault. We're trying to find the fault, and we will correct it as soon as we can and go back to Emmerdale as soon as we can. Until then, we'll play a little... I'm pleased to say we can rejoin Emmerdale.
Alright, we're so back. We're so back, gamers. We're so back. What the hell? I'm on Mystery 3? I have raid in, like, 20 minutes. Well, I have to be at raid in, like, 20 minutes. What the hell? What the hell? I gotta go. I gotta go fast. You take a break to take a phone call once, and then it's like, oh, by the way, your raid is starting soon, and it's like, son of a... Why did we do Household Hell first? Oh, yeah, to get the spell to kill the ghost. That's right. That's right. I remember it now. I'm a little fearful. I'm a little hungry. One might even say fungry, but there's no time for it. We gotta go. But yeah, no, I'm not mad about Final Fantasy XIV right now. I'm furious. What I will say, though, on a more positive note, they released a new Briar skin. Yes, I am actively rooting for, microtransactions in video games, because I really like Briar. She is my girl, and my favorite character in the game. Ever since I came back to League of Legends, I've been maining Briar, right? I've been maining Briar, and goddamn, Briar's really fun. So she finally got a skin, and the cool thing about it is that the skin is actually good. You know? It's actually really good. She's amazing. She's beautiful. We love Briar. So it's like in this Anima Squad universe where the deep sea creatures are evil, you know, like sharks and stuff. And Briar is like a biological weapon, because, you know, that's Briar's character. And she is an evil shark, because blood, you know, Briar blood, shark's blood. She's an evil shark, but she actually just thinks humanity is neat. It's sort of like the lore for it. The lore for the Primordian Briar is like, I don't know, she was gonna help Aatrox destroy the world, but like Ramlethal, she ate Borger and is like, oh hell yeah. That's not how it went. Just so you know, that's not how it went. Under any circumstance. But she did find humanity cool. She found humanity neat and interesting. And so instead of destroy it, she wants to rip Bozo Packwatch. It is done. Instead of wanting to destroy humanity, she joins humanity in defending humanity, because she thinks humanity's cool, right? That's, so, you know, kind of like, you know, Ramlethal eat burger meme, or like some sort of, I don't know, there's like a, I completely lost my train of thought, oh my god. But, here's the thing, like, I don't know how to put it, but the skin's awesome. And when she uses her ult, she turns into like a Chainsaw Man character, because she gets like the Chainsaw Man helmet. And oh boy, everything's so cute. Everything is so awesome. We love Primordian Briar. You already know that my ass bought the Battle Pass just so that I could get the border for the skin, which is a loading screen border, by the way, and both of the profile icons. One of them, the only difference is literally like, it has like a border around the profile icon, and it makes it look worse, in my opinion, so I just used the regular one. And of course your homie bought all the chromas, and of course he bought the Battle Pass chroma. Now, anything that I say I bought in the Battle Pass is using Battle Pass currency, so you can just like say I spent $10 on it. Actually, it's $16.50, isn't it? So it's more than $10. It's like $15. So that's really annoying. $15 for two almost identical profile pictures, a loading screen border, and a chroma. That kind of sucks, actually. When you really think about it, microtransactions are a bad deal. I mean, I don't have time to think. Just pick one. I have to get to raid in like 10 minutes. Like, yes, my raid starts in 40, but like, I have things that I gotta do before the raid starts. I gotta prepare. Now, realistically speaking, is somebody gonna be like late? Probably, because everybody got used to the 8:30 CST starting time instead of the 8 CST starting time. So now we like sort of gather at 8 and then go in at 8:30, but like, you know, I still want to be on time. I like hanging out with my friends. Can you believe that? Is that we want to fail this? Hell yeah, let's go. Like, I still want to hang out with my friends. Is that wrong? Oh yeah, did we get lucky? Oh, hell yeah. Oh no, it's the other guy leaning over. Me and take a detour Rutsu. Also, the arcane circle doesn't matter. I don't know why I even did it, because it literally does nothing on this timeline. I just did it for fun. When I got like 8 minutes. Oh my god. But on another League of Legends related anecdote, but it's technically a different game, but it's in the League of Legends launcher, but it's technically a different game. I started playing the new set for, whatchamacallit. Ooh, bow, clap, 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 bow? So what is it, like bow, 3 claps, bow? I'm probably not gonna remember that, but that's pretty easy to remember. But like, okay, so I started playing the new Teamfight Tactics set, and I'm probably gonna buy the Teamfight Tactics Battle Pass because I like one of the little legends, and I like one of the, whatchamacallits, the stages. The magic stage, it's like a magic-themed expansion, or like a magic-themed set, and it looks really good. I really like it. I like the aesthetic. I like it much more than, like, the cherry blossom aesthetic of the last set. Although I will say Fated was a goated archetype. And I miss my, my Ahri carry, my Ahiri carry. I don't know why I call her Ahiri. It's Ahri, but I like saying Ahiri. Web mispronouncing names? No way. Did I just, like... did I delay it enough that somebody, like, commented, wow, Web would never mispronounce somebody's name. And then I, like, delayed it long enough to where, like, when they resumed the video, they just immediately heard that, and they're like, damn it, you got me. I hope I did. I hope I got somebody. I hope somebody thought about commenting that, and then they maybe thought about commenting it, or maybe they did comment it, and then they hit resume on the video, or as they were typing it, they heard me say that, and then like, oh, damn it, now I can't write the comment. Or now I gotta delete the comment. Or, oh, damn it, he got me. That would be great. That would be wonderful. But yeah, no, the new set is fun. Although it's a little big brain for me right now. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm saying it's a good set because it has Briar in it. And I'm trying to do compositions that use Briar, and then I'm dying because they're all fast 8 comps. And it's like, I just have to roll and go on, like, winning or losing streaks, and then just pray to God that I have enough health to survive the... Oh, we don't need these. Yo, a more useful mask? I don't really know why I'm doing this, but it's like the last mystery, so who cares, right? One bite won't hurt. Wait, I just got a text on my... Is this how I find out? My watch? I just got a text message, and Tim Walls' face popped up on my watch. Hell yeah, brother. I cannot believe that that's how I find out getting a campaign advertising text. I haven't been on Twitter, like, okay, I was on Twitter briefly, and I immediately just saw that one cathartic tweet that was like, Legends messing up in Arcadian LOL. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I closed Twitter because I needed to start recording World of Horror, and it started distracting me. So, I guess this is how I find out. Yeah, you can do something like this, I think. And then you can just, like, overkill for no reason, even though you're on, like, a pretty strict time limit of 3 minutes. I don't know why I clicked Tasty Aid, by the way. It's just kind of, like, bad. But we have max sanity, and we're gonna get, after this, we're definitely gonna get to 8 strength, so I can't really complain, you know? We also have a lump of flesh, so it's like, who cares? So, immediately, we want these guys dead. Like, we want to beat them to death with hammers. Like, let's kill them, let's kill them, let's beat them to death with hammers. Let's kill these people, let's beat them to death with hammers. You can never escape the bit. Even if you're not Alright, no, we're not doing the bit for the, okay, alright, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Balanced as all things should be. Discipline, I guess. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, we're fine. Time skip doesn't matter. Seconds doesn't matter. Nothing matters, we win. I'm sorry, eldritch entities that are trying to destroy the world. It is an inevitability that you are unable to stop Aiko from, annihilating you. The shonen protagonist will win. There is nothing you can do to stop her besides crash my computer. It wouldn't stop the video, though, because I'm using the new MP4 hybrid. Hi, Brad? I guess hi, Brad. Any Brad that's watching this, hello? Shoutouts to Brad. Hybrid MP4 format that OBS just came out with a while ago. And with that hybrid formula, they are able to, you know... Like, it literally doesn't matter. Even if there's a light source, like right here, it doesn't matter. We're fine. We can brave the darkness. It was household hell, because we needed to get the thing, and we're good, and we're done, and you're not getting trivia, because guess what? I took a phone call, and then now it's time for my Savage Raid, so goodbye, with 1 minute to spare with when I wanted to show up early, because I needed to do something in-game before the Savage Raid. So thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next episode of World of Horror. And I don't know, like the new Teamfight Tactics set is fun and it has Briar in it, so I like it. And the new Briar skin is great and I like it.